last speaker for this session is Dr. Johnathan Kool, who is going to talk about a new era of Antarctic exploration, Australia's East Antarctic Mapping Initiative. Johnathan is manager of our Australian Antarctic Data Centre. He's responsible for curating and delivering all of AAD's data and supervising its mapping and GIS capabilities. He's currently known for his computer-focused work, but was formerly a coral reef biologist, and his current work to build the mapping and charting program for East Antarctica is considered his career highlight. Thanks, Johnathan.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Nicole. I'm keenly aware that I'm all that's standing between people and lunch, so I'll try and make sure that I send people in with a feeling of excitement and also opportunity. As Nicole said, I'm Dr. Johnathan Kool, Dr. Kool of the Antarctic. Seems like it would work out pretty well. But like Phil, I am in the technology and innovation branch, and we see it as our mission to support the great work of science and to facilitate things so that they can get on with what they need to do and make the discoveries that need to be made. We heard from Matt King earlier talking about the blanks on the map and there be dragons, and I suppose that's what the mapping program is about, is going out and challenging those dragons. And when people often think about the golden era of exploration, they think of Captain Cook or Mawson or maybe the Banzare expedition, and a big part of that was actually undertaking those mapping activities and putting to paper what they found there. And in fact, Australia has been involved with many important mapping activities, and in 1939, a map was developed of Antarctica, and this actually became the basis. It was the authoritative map of Antarctica at the time, and was the basis of Australia's Antarctic, the Antarctic territory as we know it today. But this continues today, and so the importance of mapping, the importance of discovery has continued to be reflected by governments. The Australian Antarctic Strategy and 20-year action plan highlighted the importance of developing an enhanced mapping, an enhanced program of mapping and charting for East Antarctica. This was continued to be supported under the update to the 20-year strategy and action plan, and now we continue to receive very strong support by government in order to implement this. And we put together some proposed activities as part of an East Antarctic mapping program document. And so we're currently going through a process of engaging with a range of partners across government. We've identified a sweep of different areas, but this is not the final tally. We're really just trying to work with people to understand, where do people want to go? Where are the areas that are important to them? And once we have a sense of where, then we can try and fit it together into when can we put it in a meaningful schedule. But again, we're just going through that process with a range of different partners to identify where we would get the greatest value out of mapping. And we will map them, we will map there on the land, including field surveys, station surveys, putting in improved ground control to improve positioning, same with real-time kinematic radios. Also, in conjunction with Geoscience Australia, putting in a satellite-based augmentation, and there are new land-based drones as well. By sea, there's RSV Noyina, watercraft, the vehicles that Johnny had showed earlier, and other autonomous water vehicles. By air, there should be several drones in there in terms of aerial drones, helicopters, and aircraft. And something that's really exciting is that with Digital Earth Antarctica, that we would be undertaking in association with Geoscience Australia, using world-leading open data cube technology. And for those of you who aren't already familiar with Digital Earth Antarctica, there's a video that was produced by our colleagues that highlight, it's about taking an integrated approach to all forms of remotely sensed imagery. People often think about satellite images, but we could also potentially incorporate radar information, aerial photographs. It's remote sensing writ large. But it's being able to take this analysis-ready data and take a look at changes through time, generating statistics. And so Geoscience Australia have already developed this for the Australian continent as well as for Africa, but we would be taking this world-leading technology and applying it in the Antarctic context as well to get a synoptic view of what's going on in the Antarctic continent and generating and supporting those scientific efforts I was describing before. So in short, people often think of the golden age of exploration as being sometime long time ago, but I am firmly of the opinion that the golden age of exploration is now, and we have the opportunity to make it happen. And so again, I want to send you into lunch with a feeling of excitement and opportunity, and we look forward to working with all of you to advance Australia's Antarctic mapping interests. Thank you.